Greetings, family. I am Richard, coming to you today, being Wednesday, October the 2nd. So we're going to go into a dive today. I want to look into the month of October, okay? What is to be foreseen throughout this month? For several years, I want to say at least 2 years, I seem to recall that, throughout the truther community, we speak of Red October. Like that movie, but meaning that, a lot of bombshells are coming out. And now, considering I haven't done any videos on this because I didn't feel it to be a necessary thing because so many people are talking about it. But yes, I'm talking about like whether it be like Diddy and Justin Bieber and things of that nature. There is so much information coming out, and so much so that it almost looks like it's turning into a joke. There's a lot of memes going on and what's not. Now, what's important to realize is that whatever is going right now with the diddler, I mean, it's one of the same of what would have happened with exactly Hugh Hefner, Epstein, now diddler, right? It's like, and threes. I always attach to three, right? There's three angles to a pyramid, Charlie's Angels, three. There's something really magical about three. Whenever, they say, like the myth, bad luck happens in threes and then it's the end. So I don't know. I'm attaching to that three with this diddler thing. First, a little bit of feel good to you, the world. Why? Because we love you. So yeah. All right. So anyways, enough of that stuff. But the reason why I want to come here is because there is a lot, I repeat myself, happening within the month of October. Could it actually be this time around the real Red October? I mean, let's look around. It's at a crescendo. And I've just fallen upon a new character, a new persona, a YouTuber called Dr. Kia Pruitt. I have no idea how. I've never made to be made aware of her, but I have this morning, and I watched one of her recent videos called It All Ends at Midnight. So she's referring to that being for midnight, September the 30th, going into October 1st. It all ends at midnight. Now, I only watched about 10 minutes and 44 seconds of the video. I scanned Dr. Kia Pruitt. I asked my pendulum, my higher self, and I know right away this woman is legit, of legit nature, as I did see for my beloved Alabar Jones. Like as an intuitive, I know when someone is sketchy. I know if someone is truthful, but they have attachments. What I say about Kia is she is for the people. She's very powerful and very endorsed by Mother Nature. Now, she brings up something very interesting, something that I already inner believe that would have already have happened, but we were kind of living in keeping up appearances, sponsored by the good guy military, right? So like anything that would be like white hats, boots on the ground, the Alliance, boots in the ether. So they were keeping up appearances of an old system. And what do I mean? Is that apparently, and this is highly shared right now by top officials, that the fiscal year ends on September 30th. And when this happened just about 2 days ago, that was the end of the U.S. corporation because it is now declared to be bankrupt and defunct. With this is the birth of a restored republic. That changes a lot. Now, again, I felt that this was had already happened, but, with the fight, the battle between good and evil from the very beginning of time, it was running side by side with another channel. So keeping up the appearance of a U.S. corporation so that everyone believes in that, and, like everything that's involved with it. But that would have been a movie. Underneath was already a restored. So they're running side by side, and as this one's building momentum, and they're about to be ready to acknowledge that it is defunct, the corporation. That's what I've been feeling. Now, is it that it was already restored the Republic a year or 2 years ago, or somewhere in between that? Or is it just me that was able to, like, as a seer, see what was coming and therefore was already part of my reality? This, I'm not sure. But without further ado, I want to go look. Let's start with, I want to start with what does the universe, my higher self, have to share for the month of October, keeping my intro in mind, right? So that would be big things. Like Red October would finally be here this year. I love coffee so much. Coffee and wine is my get-go. And yes, water is good, distilled water, but I do put it in my coffee. Higher self, over soul, and universe. Give me, show me what is installed for the month of October. Moving on. What can be seen? I want to talk about globally though. Like, what is in store for the month of October? Keeping in mind my intro that I shared to my beautiful, glorious family out there. One more shuffle, and we are ready. Let's cut, let's rock and roll. All right, guys, here we go. So first in line, there's my good military, Hi-Ho Silver to the rescue. So already there is military, as that's my first card coming in. Second, that's my second good military, the Knight of Wands. So we got the air element, we got the fire element. They are fast moving, charging in, side by side with my intro. And then we got a lot of patience is required because we're going to have, with this major arcana, the temperance, it's a lot of rebalancing, restoring. So yes, I'm going to say that my intro is absolutely accurate, right? We can see like switching from the bankrupt, defunct U.S. corporation, switching to the restored republic here. That's what I'm just an add-on I'm tapping with my higher self. So military is definitely in action for the month of October. So I'm going to call it yes for Red October. And it was something, a plan that had a lot of patience to it with the temperance, right? But it is presently switching. I'm loving it. Moving on. We got the Lovers. Okay, so this is a rebalancement on the Lovers. And if we're talking about government, it does talk about politics, the Lovers. So there is something here. What I love about the Lovers, as opposed to the devil, there are no shackles, no chains here. It's like Adam and Eve before a visual eating the apple, and then the chain came on. Wink, wink. But this is beautiful. So this is in the now moment, the second row. So about politics and something coming back. At the heartbeat, we have the Emperor, Creator, the good chief of military, of said alliance, of the white hats, Trump. That's my Trump card when I talk about government and politics and that kind of war of boots on the ground. This is how he comes out. He's the heartbeat right here. Moving on, we're taming the motherfucking beast by the mouth. I'm loving it. So we got second row, they're all major arcanas. So this is no little potatoes. This is a big deal, guy. And it's something that's been working with a lot of patience to come to this crescendo, right? So out of 6 cards, I got 4 major arcanas. Moving on to the future. Okay, so we are, standing, holding on to our last one. The wounded warrior, but we're standing. We can be like bruised and banged up, but see, humanity is gold, it's magic. We're not going down that easy. And this shows to me that it is coming close to an end. All that chaos through the month of October, Red October, like 9s are before 10s, 10s are endings. Moving on, We are ready to cross portals and create a new world. We hold the globe in our hand, looking through this portal across the sea, planning our new life, planning our new world, a restored republic. I'm loving it. And lastly, okay, so we're going to be working at this, right? Like, it's not going to be said and done. Like with this month that bing bang, everything's changed and everything's glorious. But with this working process, this character loves carving his gold pentacles. There's joy to his labor here. It's not hard labor. All right, so I'm absolutely loving this. In our clarifyings, we have, yes, the Eight of Swords. So that's entrapment, mental imprisonment, blinded to what imprisons us. Second, yes, that was the old corporation, the U.S. corporation, everything that's involved with it, prison planet, the taxation, the Federal Reserve, everything that was linked up to, you know, these names I keep repeating, Rothschild, and you know, I don't even want to talk about these guys. But see, you know, I did have here on the second row, the levers, no chains. Here I got the devil, the chains. So something here is happening where we felt imprisoned because of this demonic system. And what comes last is secrets are going to be coming out. There's a lot of secrets here. Whilst we're meditating, praying, focusing on the stress, there are secrets here. All right, so let's see what the major golden arcana is going to say regarding this brand, and then we'll revise over it one last time. All right, let's see. We're going to go right here. And, okay, so secrets. I got secrets, right? So this is it. Secrets here. Secrets are going to be coming to the light. The death of an old system. Secrets. Okay, I feel I want one more. One more for the moon here. To just re-clarify, because I got double secrets about a prison planet and that we were blinded, imprisoned within that circus. And yes, okay, so it is that. Secrets and death of an old system. We've lived itself out. It's come a full circle. And what happens after this? It would be like reincarnation, like a restart, like the restored republic. I'm loving it. All right, so let's recap. I did move them around. So with my intro, so what does October look like? It does look like it is indeed finally here, Red October. Two first cards are militia, good militia, boots on the ground. So I guess there would be with this a form of, what's the word I'm looking for? Martial law. It's been planned for a very long time. There's been a lot of patience around this, but it's in order to restore, rebalance, cleanse, purify, and we are going from one to the other here. So again, corporation to republic. Second row, we had the lover. So that in a question like this is about government, politics. Have you ever broken down the word politics? Well, poly means many, and ticks means parasite. You know, I'm sure some of you knew, but you know, that's it. It's always been in plain sight. The verbiage, the spell casting in words. You read them, you say the spell casting out loud. That's why I never say it. I'm going to say it now to use it as an expression. Like I never say like, I'll spell it G-O-O-D mourning, right? Because when do you mourn? At a funeral, and although mourning and that mourning is spelled different, it's irrelevant because when you speak it, it's spell casting. So I'm never gonna wish a good depression to someone. You know, that's why I always say like good day or greetings. Like, you know, I'm aware, I'm mindful, and I choose to make a difference with my life and everyone that I touch. Moving on. So after the many parasites, we got the emperor here. So that is the creator bossing up. He's the alpha of all kings. I see him in politics or government. That's my trump card. Yes. And he's coming out at the heartbeat. So he's heavily involved with this switch turnaround of systems with the military, and it is there to tame the beast by the mouth once and for all. So moving on for the future, because we are the wounded warrior, but we're almost at an ending, ready to hold our new restored republic in our hands, cross that portal, and we're gonna love working. So, like right now, I don't think many people actually love working. I'm sure they are obliged or feel obliged to go for a job they don't really like because they gotta pay bills and they gotta pay taxes and everything is going up. And this, with the Restart Republic, he loves his work. So that is very encouraging because we are indeed here. Okay, we're standing, we're golden, but it has to be Red October. Like, humanity has had enough PTSD. The patience in order to get where we are, I think, is at a crescendo, and we're ready to move right here. In the clarifying strands, I did get the first in line. Yeah, because we have been in a prison planet, really blinded to what was really under the carpet. Taxation is actually illegal, right? And we're still paying it. Such stuff, we don't really need a license, to get into a Firebird and go. All that is not a thing if you really study and look into it. It's crazy what we were blinded to in order to be inside of this prison system, sponsored by, all these Khazarian monsters from hell. And yes, because a lot of secrets are coming out, right? So we're at a time here. This goes well with it being in prison by that system. A lot of secrets, right? But these secrets, as we're meditating, praying upon them, they're coming out because secrets with the moon, and it's the end of that for a rebirth. So I'm loving that, absolutely. Yay! So accordingly to the cards and of my intuition, the little I watched in Dr. Kia Pruitt's It All Ends at Midnight video, because I think it's an hour and a half or close to that. I only watched 10 minutes and 44 and then got the download. I don't need to watch anymore. Go while you're driven with excitement to your family and share. So I don't need to, but I just want to for a confirmation to give you, my family, a visual, because Pendulum is really fun for that. It gives that visual. So again, back and forth is yes, side to side is no, looping, it's searching, or I don't know. So higher self, oversoul, and universe, the information that Dr. Kia Pruitt delivers in her video, It All Ends at Midnight, is it accurate and legit? So that's a yes. Can you rock and roll more for my beautiful family so they can see you rock like a swing? Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to go even further because I've just discovered Dr. Kia. And although I know, I want to share with you because if I didn't know about her, chances are some of you did not. So is Dr. Kia Pruitt legit as who she states saying? And I know she is. I'm not questioning her. See, it's all a yes. So can we, is she controlled opposition? Because there are some that are out there, and I know it's going to be a no. But now it's searching or changing gears, and it's going to a no. So see, guys, I just wanted to give you a visual, because one thing I'll never do, I'll always be authentic. I'm always going to be honest with you. I've told you my story. I love heavy metal. I love to swear. I used to do a lot of drugs. I don't lie. So when I come to you and I'm this excited about someone that I discovered exactly like I did for my beloved Alabar Jones and his team, I'm going to share with you because I won't lie. I'm not corrupt. I'm not perfect, but I think I'm perfect to my eyes, and hopefully you do too, because I think you are all perfect too. So, blip, blap, bloop, that is done. Now, what else can I do for a follow-up? So, I did do, for the month of October, talked about the U.S. corporation being defunct, restored republic now in place. It all seems accurate. But you know what? Hold on. In this spread, I wanted to know about Red October and if my intro was correct. And yes, it absolutely was. We saw the good military. We got Trump there, something planned in place, breaking the old system. But let's go with that. Let's talk about the restored republic, like directly right on its own. All right, let's do it. Higher self, oversoul, and universe. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know about said restored republic. Show me what I need to know. Is it a thing? Is it actually in like game on, like lights on? Like, is it in function or in work? The restored republic, meaning that the U.S. corporation is dead, bankrupt, defunct. Tell me what I need to see, everything I need to know. One more shuffle. Let's cut, let's rock and roll. All right. So, well, that's an absolute yes. I mean, the double 11 portal, right? Graduation, marriage, ready to cross portal. That is a yes. Big reef, a lot of weight. This is a heavy reef, right? So, I mean, I could stop right there. We're going from one, like a corporation crossing to a republic. It's marriage, wedding, celebration. I will take a few more. So that's another yes, sponsored by Mother Nature, right? Sponsored, backed. You know, look at the gold coin. You know, if this is, and accordingly to everything that I'm getting from all directions, the U.S. corporation is defunct. That is the fiat system, right? The reserve gold-backed system. This is a restored republic. I feel I'm accurate in what I say about that with the gold system. I've been talking about the gold system for such a long time. And this is back from war and victory. So it's a yes. I don't need any more cards. 3 cards stating yes, a lot of passion, and we have the gold system. I don't need any more, but yes, okay, as above, so below, things are manifested. And then we got the high priestess, so about secrets and intuition, you know, the mystic within, that's a heartbeat. And then everything turns in her favor. The Wheel of Fortune does look like a gold coin. Demonic at the bottom, angelics at the top. And then she is the Queen of Abundance. Okay, well, she's not the Queen of Pentacles, but the 9 of Pentacles is self-made, sovereign, independent, going hand in hand with a restored republic. Like, I don't even need to do these cards, but I'm feeling compelled. This is a generosity card, restored, often like an off-world aid helping on ground, right? But it's all about restore the generosity. And then the end is all our wishes are manifested with the 9 of cups. So whatever we've been wishing for is granted by the universe, because we were at a fear of the unknown, blocked at a cross point. And we were at, this is the clarifiers, these 3. This is because we were on the outskirt of abundance. Yeah, they really had a trickery on us. And the mortgages, right? I mean, mort, I'm French, so that means death, mort, and gage, you know, like a mortgage. And, you know, like apparently they just use your money from when you're born, and then they lend you them. Anyways, you look into it. And yeah, so we're reevaluating everything, watching what we've planted, the seeds like spurt and grow. And then a golden major arcana on this. Again, I could have done enough with the 3 first, but look at the rest. I mean, it's just telling the whole story. It's a hell yes, guys. I got the goose flesh. And we're going to go here. So justice is bestowed to humanity. So there, how exciting is this? I am so happy that I came in contact by my higher self to be driven to see a clip of Dr. Kia Pruitt. I subscribe to her channel. I'm going to be watching a lot of her videos now. And it's so exciting. So there is so much to look forward to, guys. It's beautiful. I hope you are excited as I am. And, you know, like, of course, like a turnaround, like a takedown, a death of a system for a rebirth of another one. Chaos is going to ensue, right? But it's not going to be long lasting. It doesn't feel long lasting. What feels long lasting was the planning of in order to get here. But with the switch, I don't feel it's going to be that long lasting. So, keep positive. You might want to indeed get the bare minimal. I've always asked because I've been feeling that this switch of the U.S. corporation being defunct for a year or two now. So, I just thought it was keeping up appearances. So I kept asking my higher self over and over, do I need a shitload of preservation of water and food? And I always got no. I mean, it's always a good idea to have some backup, but I never got something for months or anything and I'm going to ask again for maybe it also depends in what areas of the world you live, but me as a Canadian, so I'll ask first, higher self, oversoul, and universe, do I have to stock up big amounts of food and water for what's coming with this switch and what's martial law stepping in? So it starts, okay, now it's going in circles. Okay, so now it's going to a no. Do I need to have a minimal amount of stock up? Okay, so is that the same for all around the world? Okay, so that's going into search. Rock and roll a bit more in your movement. Okay, so it's not the same for everywhere in the world. Okay, so some places you might have to stock up more. Is that accurate? Could you give it more rock and roll? Just for a visual for my loved ones. Okay, so yeah, so I guess it depends where you are. Me, where I'm situated, I probably good for a week or whatever, but I mean, we all do have that, right? So, okay, so I guess it depends where you are situated. Yeah, well, yeah, that would make sense if we look at the hurricane. Oh my God, those poor people there. Huh? What was it called? Helena? But I did see that a lot of people are taking it on their own and using their own private helicopters in order to deliver water and food and aid. So that's really beautiful and matches very well with a restored republic when people come together and aid themselves and not count of said, many parasites, politicians and governments and all that, right? That does go when we come together and aid ourselves. And that's the same thing when, there is a shutdown. Whatever I have extra of course, I'll be glad to share, right? This is what we all have to do, not count on those who are supposed to work for us, but we should feel grateful that they steal from us. It's so mirrored reality. That's what's coming down. The golden age, the golden era, the age of Aquarius. And now I got the goose flesh all over again. So, okay, this is going long enough. I'm at 30 minutes. So I hope you enjoy my video. This is my reading for the month of October. I love you all very, very much. Be good and kind to yourself, and I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. Ow! Cheers. Mwah.